And the New South Wales police have now confirmed that the Martin Place siege is being treated as a terrorist attack. The Australian Prime Minister, in an earlier statement, had refused to term this attack as the handiwork of terrorists, but now it is being seen as a terror strike. Just a short while back, DCP New South Wales Catherine Byrne had said this isn't a good time to speculate. She said that protocols had been put in place. Both intelligence and operations operatives were on ground zero. The special weapons and tactics team is in place. They've been speaking to the 5 people who've managed to come out of the Lindt Cafe. And editor investigations Deepak Sharma now joins me with the latest. Deepak, why is this now being officially treated as a terror strike?
Gaurav, a couple of hours back, around 2 hours back, I've spoken to the spokesperson of Lindt Cafe spokeswoman on phone from Delhi, and I introduced myself as India Today Group correspondent, and she responded that it was a terrorist attack, and she also said that it's a high sales period where across Australia and New Zealand people come here to the chains of Lindt Cafe for corporate deals on the eve of Christmas, and around 10 to 12 executives of the company were there. And she also passed on information that after some time it would be better that I should speak with the police, and so it was clear from early morning that it was a terrorist attack, and now that police has confirmed. One thing more I want to add, Gaurav, that since October there had been some ethnic clashes between a particular community and Australians, and it was much in the news, and there was an alert by Australian Federal Police, AFP, and there was something going on between Scotland Yard, AFP, and also this matter has come to the fore when Mr. Doval and our intelligence officers, senior officials were in Australia along with Mr. Modi.
Okay, so is this now officially being termed as a terrorist incident by the Australian security forces?
Obviously it's and I think that it's a new access now that there will be a lot of intelligence sharing with India and Australia, with countries like US, and I think that when Obama will be coming on 26th of January, these issues will come to the fore, because ISI or the new sort of jihad,
yes,
which is cutting across borders, going across other countries, I think India would play a very key role, Gaurav, in coming times.
That's a very fascinating point that you're making there, Deepak, that this is terror sans frontiers, and that is apparently very clear, and it emerges from India's neighborhood, you're saying.
Obviously. And if you've gone through the recent Twitter handler stories and how the Channel 4 had been coming to India, and how the other agencies, other part of the agency intelligence, they're focusing here, and how much important Ajit Doval is coming as our national security advisor.
Yes.
He's holding parlors, and a few days back there was a contingent from Israel. A couple of weeks back there was a team from FBI which is holding parlors with Intelligence Bureau and RAWG. So no, it's not a new phenomenon, but yes, I'm saying ISIs or this new kind of cross-border terror is now reaching Australia, countries which had been too peaceful. They're also now getting the brunt of it.
Yes. Deepak Sharma, for the moment, many thanks for joining me. Deepak Sharma, they're raising the point of terror sans frontier, very clear here, and India clearly to play a bigger role in combating that terror. Now, as we told you just a short while back, 5 hostages have succeeded in escaping from this cafe, and this was caught live on camera. They're now being spoken to by the police, and a clearer picture is emerging. of the 5, there were 2 men who initially succeeded in coming out from the cafe. The third, a young lady dressed in Lindt uniform, she escaped through the side door that's on the Phillip Street, and then of course a heavily armed officer was seen taking her to safety. In all, so far 5 people have escaped, and what is very clear in the situation is, talking to them, the police and the security agencies will have a much clearer picture of what's happening inside. And Sanjay Sudhir, India's Consul General to Sydney, joins me on the broadcast. Sir, what's the latest that you can tell us about, 1, the safety of Indians, and 2, the situation down under?
Well, I think the situation is still evolving, and the police are busy doing their process, the procedures there. And the last we heard was that 3 and then 5 people were able to escape. We are in touch with local police authorities here to understand, to know from them whether any Indians are holed up in Lindt Cafe. But they have not given us any information about this so far.
So, no Indians so far. Sir, is this now officially being seen as a terror incident?
Well, I don't think it's proper for me to speculate on those aspects. For us, our topmost concern is the safety and the welfare of Indians here. And we don't hear anything from the security agencies about Indians being holed up there so far.
And you are barely 300 meters from where this incident is taking place. Has security been enhanced around the Indian consulate?
Well, security has been enhanced in the whole area. But seeing the way situation was evolving in the morning, and keeping in mind the security of the staff working at the consulate, we shut down our consulate and asked our people to go home. The U.S. consulate did the same, and a lot of other offices of companies as well as the New South Wales government also did the same.
Okay, and is there an enhanced threat to Indians in Australia? There were some intelligence reports that seem to indicate that Indians could also be under enhanced threat.
Well, we have not heard about anything like this so far from security agencies here.
Sanjay Sudhir, India's Consul General in Sydney for the moment. Many thanks for joining me, and stay safe, sir.
See if different people get put up.
And let's quickly cut across and listen in to some ground reports coming in from Sydney.
The other thing they'll be doing is be speaking to people who have used the cafe on a Monday morning at this time, and asking for them to give an estimate of how many people are usually in the premises. They'll be speaking to people that have got business interests in the cafe to find out how many staff are normally employed in there on a Monday morning as well.
Now, Chris Reason, the Channel 7 reporter, their office is located right opposite that cafe. The operation seems to be slowing down to almost a standstill, and that the police have actually moved further back from the cafe. What do you think might be happening?
Well, that might be one of the demands of the people inside. So if they have managed to contact the people inside, and I guess that's would be their priority, is to make contact, it might be that the people inside have said, you must move your police officers further back, and they've complied with that to show some willing to the people in there.
Do you think the police will be trying to communicate with the hostage taker?
Absolutely. That'll be their number one priority, will be to try and find out what the hostage takers want, whether they give any indication as to what their intentions are. I mean, my feeling is that the people that went in there to take the hostage will have gone in there with a plan. This seems to be a well-planned operation, in that the premises have been chosen for a reason. It's in the CBD. It's a soft target, and there's no protection in terms of guards. It's right next to a television channel station, so it seems to me to be a very well-chosen target.
And a short while back, the Australian Prime Minister Tony Abbott also reacted to this. He spoke of the hotline being set up and emphasized that so far, at that point of time, the motive of this hostage situation wasn't really clear. Let's listen in.
Many consulates have been evacuated and closed. The US has closed their consulate. We have closed our consulate in India. and certainly it does look very, very serious. The people inside are terrified. They've been forced to hold up some sort of Islamist slogan on the window of the cafe. It certainly seems very worrying.
And possibly a flag is being hosted where it reflects the Islamic fundamentalism which we have been talking about. It's a matter of great concern. It's just not a matter of concern in India, where terrorists have been targeting India, but it's now the world which is a target of this fundamentalist.